Hi everyone, my name's Marcus Nichols and I'm in Mexico having HSCT for my multiple sclerosis. Today is day 28, so 4 weeks today that we've been receiving treatment. We are all done now. Tomorrow it's just off to the clinic to say goodbye. Excuse me. Fantastic for all the reasons that it is and everything that is to be said and all that sort of stuff. We went to the markets today, so really good news. We got out to the markets and had a wander around. Obviously I wore my face mask the entire time, didn't eat anything, was careful and all those sort of typical sort of things that you need to be, particularly in my situation. But what I wanted to talk about today was I wanted to talk about two people who are very dear to me that without them it would have made the whole process and the whole journey of HSCT very difficult to have achieved by myself without them. Be warned, I may cry, so if I do apologise up front. So the two people in my life that have really helped make HSCT possible is firstly my son, who is 18 years old, Jaya. The moment I considered having this treatment around the world, wherever I was going to have it, he put up his hand and he said, "I'm coming." And nothing I could do to try to convince him to talk him out of it or anything along those sort of lines. So when the decision was finally made to come to Mexico, and the fact that coming to Mexico meant that I actually did need a carer, unlike if I had have gone to Moscow or somewhere like that, I could have just gone to Moscow by myself, really, at the end of the day. But coming to Mexico meant that I actually had to have someone with me as my carer to be responsible for me in the sense of making dinners, making basically breakfast, lunch and dinner, washing my clothes, doing all those sort of things. As it's turned out to some degree, there's a chunk of that stuff I probably could have done by myself because I've coped pretty well with the whole process, but there certainly was a few days in amongst all that it was very challenging, and it really helped to have someone here, and it really helped to have my son with me for that sort of period of time as well. So it meant a lot to me, and it meant a lot to me to have him put up his hand and step up to be that person. In your life, you never wish for your children to have to care for you or anything like that. You hope that even in your old age that you're not a burden to your children. So to have him come along and be the person that has had to step up and had to care for me and look after me has been really, really special. And I've really, really thoroughly appreciated it for everything, and hopefully it will be a bond that the two of us have shared moving forward, which is really lovely. And here he is. Now he's going to make me cry. See, I told you.
Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. Okay. So now I'm about to cry. Okay. Moving on. Now I've said lots of lovely things, and he's come and give me a hug. Moving on is my partner. And I refer to her as my partner. My partner Ariel wasn't able to be here in Mexico with me. I refer to her as my partner, although we are married. This year we in fact have been together 20 years coming up, still a couple of months to go. We've only been married for sort of 3 years of that 20 years. But the reason I refer to her as my partner opposed to my wife, it's just a personal thing. I'm not fond of the word wife. To me, she's everything. She is the person that is my best friend, who I live my life with, who I work with 7 days a week. We run a business together. We've worked together for 15 to 20 years and just love being in each other's company on a day-to-day basis. So to leave her for what will be 5 weeks to the day when I get home is a really, really long time. In the entire time we've been together, the longest we've been apart is 10 days, which was last year when I went to China to have a look at some business opportunities over there late last year. Outside of that, we've actually never been apart for any sort of sustained length of time. So 5 weeks of not having each other, not being able to cuddle, not being able to kiss, not being able to feel your partner, it's been okay. I haven't got too emotionally upset by the whole process, but I've certainly missed her. I've missed having her. Without her support in being here, because she was when I was considering this, she was behind me all the way, and she said, whatever I decide, she will support me with. She has been instrumental in helping with the fundraising for us to raise the money, to help with getting the treatment. She had to stay behind because of our business. She needed to just be around it. Although our business runs not too bad by itself, it's not ready to be left alone for a 5-week period without someone able to make decisions when decisions need to be made. So that's been hard, and I feel for her, and I am internally grateful for her to have been that support for me, and it's just been absolutely fantastic, and I love her dearly, and I can't wait to see her on Friday next week and give her a cuddle and a kiss and tell her I love her. One of the great things of technology today is that we have been able to Skype each other, and we Skype each other sort of twice a day, so I do actually get to see her lovely face. I do get to tell her I love her. It would have been immensely hard if we weren't able to do that. I don't know how I would have coped, actually, because I just think I would have been really, really lost without her. So, to my lovely and to my son, I'd like to say thank you very, very much. Without you guys, this would have been a really, really hard journey, so thank you. Okay, guys, thanks for that. Sorry. See you soon. Bye.